Bundle deals. We have another one coming to Costco. The Pokemon Company is focusing on reprints heavily right now. They're making sure they're hitting everything across the board. It's going to be crazy. But we have a Surging Sparks bundle deal coming to Costco. And this is exciting. I would say we've kind of known about this for a little while, but I would say this. The other source that kind of put this information out there, I typically don't like to kind of go off of their sources really. And I like to hear from other people before kind of that happens, because we've heard about stuff in the past and kind of stuff hasn't happened. So I don't want to go and just spreading fake news like that. So I like to hear from legit sources that I trust personally. And most of these restock pages don't have no other incentives to kind of let us know about this stuff. And they're most of the time when they post stuff about it, it's legit. So that's what we're going with here. But Costco also had a Prismatic Evolutions bundle like this. We know this bundle right here with the ETB and the booster bundle. I'm assuming it is going to be the same exact thing that is coming to Costco. And this is going to be interesting right here. This is what I'm really going to like, because if y'all don't know, the last couple of months, the only kind of bundle deals and reprints that we have really been seeing like crazy has been Prismatic Evolutions. Prismatic Evolutions are getting pumped out there like crazy. If y'all don't already know, we do have another collection box for Prismatic Evolutions. So Pokemon is really focused on Prismatic right now. But this is the first time in a little bit they're kind of going a different direction and kind of going with another set. And why am I saying this is going to be interesting? Because we know how Prismatic is. I think we can all understand and kind of agree that Prismatic is a different beast in itself. It has God packs. Most of the cards in there are worth more than like five. Like I think the Moonbreon or the Sunbreon, whatever you want to call it, is worth like $800 or $900 still at this point. Then you have the other cards in it. Like I said, the set Prismatic is a different beast. But Surging Sparks isn't. Don't get me wrong. Surging Sparks is nice. It's amazing. But it's nothing like Prismatic Evolutions. You see what I'm saying? If we go off of Pokédata right now, shout out to Pokédata, they're a really, really good site. They have, look at the Pikachu. Look at the Pikachu cost. The highest value card in this set is $266. The next one is Latios. Absolutely amazing card. I need this card for my collection. I need a PSA 10 eventually down the road. Then after that, it just kind of falls off a little bit. We have the Milotic at 91, the Gold Pikachu at 53, the Hydreigon at 43, the Lily's Appeal at 36, the Executor at 34, the Latios at the 25. You see what I'm saying here? There is not that really expensive cards in this set. So with this bundle deal, I think of kind of the Pokemon Company focuses on Surging Sparks like they're doing Prismatic right now. I think this set is gonna crash down in prices like crazy. Y'all might be a hot take right there, but we'll have to really see how this goes. It's just the value of the cards don't really hold up too much for the set. You see what I'm saying? So we're really have to see how that plays out. But as of right now, the ETBs are going for about, it's already kind of dripped down a little bit in price since we've kind of already heard about this information. Literally it's down like 1% or something like that over the month. But right now, these ETBs currently are selling for $95. And you know what's interesting about this is, as we see the last 2 days, $99, $96, $96, $95, $95, the ETBs are kind of going down in price. So that'll be something to see, to kind of, I guess, pay attention to. Like I said, Prismatic Evolutions is a different beast in itself. So the ETBs, as with Prismatic Evolutions, everything that's been getting printed out there so far, the prices haven't really gone down like crazy with Prismatic. I know it's crazy to hear, but that's just the value of the set and everything you get with it. I'm assuming so. But with Surging Sparks, this is going to be fun to watch, because I think these prices will come down drastically with this. And I think what the Pokemon Company will eventually do, in my personal opinion, is they'll see how this does with, like, see how this bundle drop at Costco kind of affects the prices and everything like that. We do know people will kind of pick this up like crazy, everything, this, that, and the other, but it will still be out there. More products will be putting out there, and I think this will affect the price. How heavily, we don't really know exactly, but this will definitely affect the price because the cards in this set aren't really worth crazy. So we'll have to really see what happens here. But in my personal opinion, what I think the Pokemon Company is going to try to do is they're going to might stay away from Prismatic, or at least this thing right here. This, I could say this possibly. Just my thoughts on this is, I think what the Pokemon Company will do is kind of, I think, full force Prismatic for the rest of the year. Do what they can with it. If they can't do anything with it, then maybe just move on from it. Maybe. But they're going to see how this Costco bundle deal with Surging Sparks does. And I think, in my opinion, as we see right now with these ETBs, I think these ETBs will get down to $80 to $85 with this kind of drop and stuff like that. In my opinion, my personal opinion, we'll have to see how this really goes. This is really going to be the telltale sign of how strong this market is, because what we've really seen really recently is just Prismatic getting printed. And like we already, I mean, you know what I mean? Prismatic is crazy. But Surging Sparks, a set like Surging Sparks, the highest value card is $266, and you don't really get that much value from it. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I don't really know exactly. I'm kind of happy they're printing a set because a lot of people just need this set. Hopefully you're able to get this. A lot of people are going to ask me, hey, when is this coming out? I've heard between probably like the middle of August, I'm assuming. Probably like the August 15th, probably like 20th around there. Probably the 10th. Between the 20th, between those dates, we're going to see. Another big factor with this bundle drop is going to be is how much is really put out there, really. Because we know with the Costco ETB and the booster bundle, we didn't really see that much of these. I still don't even see these come up at all, really. Like, these are like big for like, I think a week. Maybe a week, that's it. After that, they moved on to something totally different, like the ETB and the Pokeball. You see what I'm saying? So it's very interesting to see how this really goes, see how much product really gets put out there. I have heard quantities of these are going to be a lot, but how much is this going to affect the price? We don't really know. It'd be nice to come back maybe by the end of next month. Come back 1 month. Come back 1 month and see what these kind of, I guess, Surging Sparks is doing. Maybe we'll do that literally a month from today at the end of next month. We'll kind of see what's going on with Surging Sparks and seeing, is this actually affecting the prices? In my personal opinion, I think it will bring down the prices. The lowest I think ECTUs will get down to is $85. But let's say they continue to do waves in it like they're doing with Prismatic. Ooh, Surging Sparks is getting kind of cooked. Another set that they need to do this for, which I think they'll get to. They're trying to get to like the earlier sets first. I don't think they'll do Journey Together. If they do Journey Together is going to go to MSRP, which would be nice. But I don't think Journey Together is like a set a lot of people are kind of rooting for to go to MSRP. I know it's crazy to sound, but like, sir, don't get me wrong. If you're picking Surging and Journey Together, which one to get printed to be able to have more products near MSRP, which one are you going to pick? I think Surging Sparks. You see what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, I think they'll just keep printing Surging Sparks. Then that, another set I think they're going to move to eventually, which I definitely believe so, is Destined Rivals. Wait till we get to Destined Rivals. Destined Rivals is a, I guess, interesting set as well, too, right now. It's a good set, don't get me wrong. It's better than Surging Sparks, but compared to Prismatic Evolutions, just the value that you can get from Prismatic Evolutions isn't there with Destined Rivals. So once they actually start to reprint it, it's going to be interesting to see what some of these numbers do on these sets. We'll have to really just sit back and watch, in my opinion, but I'm kind of glad Pokemon is focusing on this stuff. And you know what's kind of interesting too is a lot of people, I've had a lot of people in my comments be like, oh, they're not going to reprint this stuff. We're just going to keep going forward and forward and forward. Pokemon is going to reprint this stuff. You just got to be, if you are investing to this stuff, you have to be ready to hold on tight because it's going to start moving. I can tell you that right now. Just my thoughts and opinion on this. We'll have to really see what happens here and see really how people are feeling once prices actually start to come down a little bit. It's going to be interesting, especially if we get Surging near like $70, $75 to an ETB. That's going to be interesting to see that. But I'm excited for this. At the end of the day, I'm glad more product is getting put in out there. It is going through Costco. I'm kind of glad it's going through Costco because at least it's like a place that isn't going to charge like crazy prices and like stuff like that. Like Walmart, or let's say they went to like a TCG shop, online shop, they'll have to charge the markup because of distribution and everything like that. But Costco and Sam's Club, they're wholesalers in themselves, so they're not going to upcharge you on these products. So it's going to be a like pretty much what they're getting them for. Honestly, that's kind of what they sell them for. Like I said, for this bundle, I think it's gonna be like $50 or something like that, maybe 45 to 55, between that price range, I'm assuming. So it's amazing value. If you can find one, get one, do what you want to do with it, blah blah blah. But just kind of want to go over this, talk about this a little bit. I'm excited to see what really happens here. I think this will go really well because, like I said, set value isn't really there really. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on this. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Just let's look at Surging Sparks a month from now and let's see really how this goes. But let me know your thoughts and opinions. Would appreciate you. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one. Peace.